Have you ever woken up in the morning and noticed something different? Not just the fog of sleep or a stiff back. I'm talking about the kind of energy you used to wake up with in your 20s. That quiet, confident readiness in your body that reminds you, I'm still a man. If that feeling has been lost recently, I want to let you in on a simple, natural secret that can help bring it back. And it starts with what you drink before you go to bed. Hello. I'm Dr. SOPHIA US, a urologist with over 10 years of experience helping men over 50 feel strong, confident, and reconnected to their health. And tonight, we're going to talk about a before-bed drink that might surprise you with how powerful it is. Now, I know it sounds too simple just to drink before bed. Really? But before you brush it off and move on to something else more flashy, stay with me because what I'm about to share with you isn't some trendy gimmick. It's not a magical pill pulled from the latest marketing hype. It's rooted in something much deeper, the real biology of your body, especially after age 50. And when you understand how these natural changes unfold inside you, this small bedtime habit suddenly makes so much sense. You see, as we get older, certain systems in the body start to slow down. Not all at once, but gradually, quietly, year after year. Your blood vessels, for example, begin to lose some of their youthful elasticity. Those flexible walls that once opened easily for blood to flow through, they start to stiffen. Meanwhile, your testosterone, that hormone that drives desire, motivation, and tissue repair begins to decline at a small, steady pace. And then there's sleep. It doesn't come as deeply or as restoratively as it once did. You might still get the hours, but your body isn't using them as effectively. And all of these factors combine into a critical problem: weaker nighttime recovery. This slower recovery affects many things, but it especially impacts blood flow. And let me tell you something important. When it comes to a man's sexual health, energy, and confidence, blood flow is everything. It's not about how much testosterone you have or how strong your muscles are. If blood isn't flowing properly to the right places at the right time, nothing works the way it should. Your ability to get and maintain an erection, even your ability to feel desire, starts with how well your circulatory system is working. That's why this drink is more than just a comforting evening ritual. It's an aid, a signal to your body that it's time to rest, recover, and prepare for the next day with more power and energy. So, let me tell you exactly what that drink is, and, more importantly, why it works so well. It's a simple mixture: warm water, pure pomegranate juice, and a slice of fresh ginger. Just 3 ingredients. No added sugar, no caffeine, no artificial anything. Yet each of these 3 elements has a tremendously important role in supporting your systems, especially while you sleep. Let's start with pomegranate juice. This fruit isn't just delicious. It's a powerhouse of polyphenols, natural plant compounds, that help to relax the inner walls of your blood vessels. Think of your blood vessels as garden hoses. When they're inflamed or stiff, water can't flow easily. But when the lining, called the endothelium, is smooth and healthy, everything flows more freely. Pressure is reduced, oxygen delivery improves, nutrients move freely, and your pelvic region, including the penis, gets exactly what it needs to be strong and responsive. That's the magic of polyphenols. They aren't stimulants. They are supporters, quietly repairing and rebuilding what time has worn down. Now, let's talk about ginger. This little root, which you've probably used in tea or cooking, is doing something much more impressive than adding flavor. Ginger has long been known for its anti-inflammatory properties, but beyond that, it actually helps to stimulate nitric oxide in the body. Nitric oxide is a chemical messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and expand, allowing blood to flow where it needs to go. In fact, this is the same mechanism that many performance-enhancing medications try to mimic. But with ginger, you're working with your body, not forcing it. It's gentle, natural, and safe. And that's something your body appreciates more and more with age. Asterisk, and then there's warm water. Most people overlook this part, thinking it's just there to dilute the juice. But warmth is powerful. Warm water soothes your digestive system, helps to regulate your nervous system, and even slightly expands your blood vessels, making it easier for nutrients to be absorbed. Think of it like a delivery truck with its engine already running. The warmth gets everything in motion. So, instead of the ginger and polyphenols just sitting there in your stomach, they are circulated into your bloodstream, where they can get to work while you sleep. Asterisk now, I know some of you might be wondering, can this really make a difference? And I understand the skepticism. But I've seen this work not just in studies or textbooks, but in real men, in patients, friends, even family members who have tried it consistently and seen changes. Not overnight miracles, but steady improvements. They sleep more deeply. They wake up feeling less groggy. And most of all, they notice the quiet return of something they thought was lost. That natural morning energy, that quiet signal that their body is still capable, still responsive, still strong. Asterisk, and here's the thing. This isn't about chasing a long-gone version of yourself. It's not about trying to rewind the clock to your 20s. It's about honoring who you are now and giving that man the daily care and support he needs to continue living with confidence and strength. There is dignity in taking care of your health, even in simple ways. That's why I love this drink so much. It's not another chore on your to-do list. It's not another thing to obsess over. It's a silent act of support, a small gift to your body before you close your eyes for the night. You're not taking a drug. You're not forcing a response. You're allowing the body to do what it was built to do, to heal, recover, and prepare for tomorrow. Asterisk, because here's the truth. Most men think they need to do something extreme to get results. They think if it's not hard or complicated, it can't work. So they skip the basics. But I'm here to remind you that sometimes the smallest actions, taken consistently, are what create the biggest changes. When you drink this mixture before bed, you're doing something profoundly helpful. You're hydrating your cells. You're calming your nervous system. You're improving your blood circulation. Perhaps most importantly, you're reminding your body that it matters, that it's still alive, still worthy of care, still capable of pleasure. So, tonight before bed, take 5 minutes. Get the warm water, pour a small amount of pomegranate juice, add a thin slice of fresh ginger. Sit with it, sip slowly, and think of it not as a drink, but as a silent promise to your body that you're showing up, that you're paying attention, that you're still in the game because you are. And tomorrow morning, let your body show you exactly how powerful that small promise can be. Asterisk, now, let's take a deeper look at why the nighttime is such a powerful and sacred window for men over 50. You see, most people think of sleep as the time when everything shuts down. But the truth is, for your body, it's the most actively healing time of the entire day. It's during those quiet hours that your cells repair, your tissues rebuild, and most critical systems begin to recalibrate for the day ahead. Your hormones, for example, begin to rebalance themselves. Testosterone, which naturally declines with age, is released in strategic short pulses while you sleep. These pulses are essential for muscle repair, sexual function, energy, and even mood. Your nervous system also goes through a significant shift. It moves out of fight or flight mode, that state of stress and anxiety we often live in during the day, and into rest and digest. This shift isn't just relaxing, it's regenerative. It gives your organs, especially your heart and blood vessels, a chance to function without tension. And speaking of the blood vessels, they, too, begin a beautiful overnight rhythm. They gently expand and contract almost as if they're being trained to maintain their elasticity and youthfulness. That flexibility is what allows for a strong, steady blood flow the next morning or not. But here's the challenge. If you go to bed dehydrated, inflamed, bloated, or full of sugar and processed junk, your body doesn't get the restorative rest it deserves. Instead of healing, it goes into defense mode. Your blood vessels stiffen. Your heart rate elevates. Your digestive system stays in overdrive. And the result is poor sleep, weaker circulation, more trips to the bathroom at night, and sluggish energy the next morning. Asterisk. That's why this drink we've been talking about is so much more than just a few healthy ingredients. It's not just about what's in the cup. It's about the message you're sending to your body before bed. When you take a moment to prepare something that nourishes your circulation, supports your tissues, soothes your gut, and cools inflammation, you're saying something powerful without words. You're saying, I care about recovery. I want to wake up strong. I'm creating the environment where vitality is possible, not just wished for. And I promise you, your body hears that message loud and clear. It may not show up with a dramatic change overnight, but give it time. Night after night, your body starts to trust the rhythm. It starts to repair more deeply. You might begin to notice small but significant changes. Fewer nighttime trips to the bathroom, a more consistent and strong morning stream, a feeling of comfort in your pelvic area, more mental clarity when you open your eyes in the morning. And yes, a return of that familiar feeling of readiness, the quiet signal of healthy blood flow. And here's the beauty of it all. This entire routine takes less than 2 minutes to prepare. There's no complexity, no schedule, no prescription, just a couple of ingredients, a little intention, and a willingness to care for yourself gently without judgment. Asterisk, but if you want to, take one step to amplify and really magnify the power of this drink. Let me share one more layer of advice. While the ingredients are working on a chemical and cellular level, their effect is magnified when paired with gentle evening movement. I'm not talking about a high-intensity workout. I mean something restorative, a peaceful 10-minute walk after dinner, a short session of slow stretching in the living room, or even just lying on your back. Taking deep breaths with your eyes closed and one hand on your chest. These simple practices activate your parasympathetic nervous system. That's the part responsible for true deep sleep and balanced hormonal activity. When that system gets turned on, your body knows that it's time to restore. And that's when the healing begins in earnest. Asterisk, so here is your new bedtime routine. And it's one that honors your age and your time and your needs. You move your body a little, you breathe deeply, you make your drink, and you sip slowly, allowing your body to absorb all of its nourishment. This isn't about chasing performance or youth. It's not about pressure. It's about creating the space, physical, emotional, and hormonal, for your body to show up the way it was designed to. Over time, this becomes more than a habit. It becomes a ritual, a sacred moment in your day that reconnects you to your strength, your wisdom, and your physical presence. It becomes a quiet yet powerful way of saying to yourself, I'm still in this game. I'm still powerful, and I choose to support myself every single night. There is dignity in that choice. There is beauty in it, too. Asterisk, so tonight, instead of numbing yourself with late-night television or mindlessly scrolling on your phone until sleep takes over, I invite you to try something different. Step into the kitchen, slice a piece of fresh ginger, pour a small glass of pure pomegranate juice, add the warm water, stir gently, and drink with intention. Drink with moderation. Drink as if you are reminding your body that it is loved. Not for what it can do, but for what it is. Asterisk, because here is the truth you need to hear. You are not past your prime. You are in a new chapter. And that chapter can be powerful, vibrant, and profoundly satisfying if you choose to support it. And it begins with small, consistent acts of nourishment. Thank you for spending these minutes with me. This message resonated with you, I invite you to subscribe not just to this channel, but to a new kind of health one that is rooted in wisdom, in natural power, and in the quiet confidence that comes from caring for your body with love. Your best years are not behind you. They are waiting for the moment you decide to nurture them. Now go make your drink.